Okay guys, so today I'm doing something dramatically different. We've been doing chess most of the time on the chess site, but today I'm going to let you in on a journey that I've started. I'm learning programming with Codecademy. Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to do. I've tried my hand at it, tried to read a little bit of Java some time back on my own. I didn't go very far with it. Then watched some YouTube videos on Python, but I think I finally decided I'm gonna try. Codecademy seems to work perfectly well. Actually, it's an easier way because the exercises you go about, instead of trying to install many things, it works. So it's a very short presentation now. So let's see. I've already made some progress. I hope you can see my screen. And this is the far I've gone. Maybe, let me see if I go home. Yeah. Oh, I'm at 37%. I didn't know I've covered this much. I did introduction to, okay, lesson 1 was in this. Lesson 1 was something else altogether. But there are some projects. So let's see if we can work with lists on Python. And on this column here, they give the lessons. So what is this? Adding by index, insert, working with lists. I think the Python list method .insert allows us to add an element to a specific index in a list. Okay, so this is a little bit further ahead. Maybe I'll start again from scratch. The Python list method is like a formula, like set of, it's sort of a line of code that does something. So if it's like a set of instructions that does something. Allows us to add an element to a specific index in a list. The .insert method takes in two inputs: the index you want to insert into and the element you want to insert at the specified index. That makes sense. The insert method will handle shifting over elements and can be used with negative indices. So this is a bit tricky because what I'm reading is something not immediately basic, and then I'm trying to stream and comment at the same time. So I'm trying to do three things, and I'm not the best at multitasking. If I was to read this by myself, I think I'll be done with what I'm doing and I'll actually have made further progress. The .insert method will handle shifting over elements and can be used with negative indices. See this in action. Let's imagine we have a list representing a line at a store. Okay, so store line has color, maxim. So this is a list. In Python, when you have this, whatever, okay, they're not curly brackets, they're square brackets, I think. Color, Maxium, Martin, Isabella. Maxium saved a spot for his friend, Vico, not Victor, okay? And we just need to adjust the list to add him into the right line behind Maxium. For this example, you can assume that color is the front of the line and the rest of the elements are behind her. Here is how we would use the insert method to insert Vico. Okay, so store line, that's why we're adding. That's can I call it an object? Maybe it's the list .insert, and we're inserting at position 2 and we're inserting Vico. Okay, so then we do print store line. Makes sense? Okay, to .put color maxim Vico, because color gets position 0, maxim position 1, position 2, 3, 4. Some important things to note: the order and number of the inputs is important. Okay, so the .insert method expects two inputs, the first being a numerical index followed by any value as the second input. This is different from append. Append just adds to the list, and that's what I was using before, and I just forgot that the methods are similar. Okay, when we insert an element into a list, all elements from the specified index and up to the last index are shifted one index to the right. This does not apply to inserting an element to the very end of a list, as it will simply add an additional index and other elements will need to be shifted. Okay, so let's practice using .insert. Okay, we are helping out a popular grocery store called Jiho's Produce, very popular. Every week, the store has to choose the order in which it displays some of its popular items on sale in the front window to attract customers. Okay, Jiho, the store owners, nice one. Likes to store the items for the display in a list. Check out the current display list in our code editor. Click run to print out the list. Okay, so the front display list, I think that's an object or something of that nature, it's a list, has mango, filet mignon, and chocolate milk. So let's run that. And the next, this is a method, print, okay, it's an instruction sort of to the, is it a console? Let's run that. Mango, filet mignon, chocolate milk, very nice. So every time I finish something, it actually marks that for me, that I've actually learned it and I've done a good job. Okay, so Geo found out some great news. Pineapple is back in stock. Geo would like to put pineapple in the front of the list, so it is the first item customers see in the display window. Use insert method to add pineapple to the front of the list. Print the resulting list to see the change. I think this is pretty straightforward, because what we're going to do is we'll do front display list dot insert. That's the method we are doing. Then you need to give it two parameters, and the place you're putting pineapple is at the point 0, and pineapple becomes a string. I hope I'm spelling it right. That should be fine. So that should insert pineapple into the, yeah, that should probably work. Okay, then the next line we should just print, and front I should display list. I think that should work. Okay, so let's run it. Yep, voila, and pineapple has featured. So it's quite interesting really learning programming, and I want to encourage all of us who have not learned it to pick it up. Codecademy makes it super easy, and it's something quite interesting really. Let me just check that it's actually streaming and that you can follow what I'm writing. Does it make sense? Oh, there's a bit of a problem. I'm seeing that the window where I am in is covering the console where it's printing out, the terminal where it's printing out everything. So allow me to just make a small adjustment to that. Let me see, how do we do that? I think I should be able to hold all these things together up to there and just move it all down. Okay, it's a very slow process, so just bear with me as it moves down one click at a time. I'm not sure that you can see the selections on the screen. I'll check it out later. Maybe not, but you can, I'm certain you can see all those elements moving down at the same time. So now here we go. As we bring them down a little bit, maybe I can even hold and just drag, but actually I think I can do that. Why am I doing such a, yeah, just drag that down. Seriously. Okay, let's bring it further down. I think this should work perfectly. At that level also gives us a chance, I think, to expand it a bit more. I think it still works in that space. I'm told it's not proper to make those adjustments while you're streaming live, but that's exactly what I'm doing. You guys will pardon me. That's exactly how we will do it. Okay, so I think we can get back to what we were doing, and yeah, so we've just added pineapple. Great. So I got my first tick, and every time you get it right, it allows you to go to the next item. Okay, so removing by index is called pop. Okay, that's another method. That's what it means. So we've just learned how to insert elements in specific indices. Python gives us a method to remove elements at a specific index using a method called pop. So the .pop method takes an optional single input. Okay. The insert required two inputs, I think. The index for the element you want to remove simply. To see it in action, let's consider a list called CS topics, and that stores a collection of topics one might study in computer science program. Seriously, okay. CS topics, you have Python, data structures, balloon making, algorithms, clowns, 101. I think you want to remove clowns. Okay. 2 of these topics don't look like they belong. Let's see. How do we remove them using .pop? First, let's remove clowns 101. Actually, one of the things that I appreciate about this program is that Codecademy used stand-up comedians to do some of these things they write up. So they put in things that make you laugh and make the class very interesting. I do seriously encourage you to join Codecademy. Okay, first let's remove clowns. Clowns would be index -1. So I think we can go ahead and do that. Remove elements, yes, topic pop. Removed element is equal to CS topics.pop. Okay. Print CS topics, removed element, what output? What? That doesn't quite seem right. 2, okay. Let's see. First, let's remove clowns. Removed element is equals to CS topics.pop. Why does it not have would output? The method can be called without a specific index using pop, without an index. We'll remove whatever the last element of the list is. In our case, clowns gets removed, understood. That's why, okay. Pop is unique that it will return the value that was removed. If you wanted to know what element was deleted, simply assign a variable to the call of the pop method. In this case, we assigned it to removed element. Interesting. Okay, lastly, let's remove balloon making. CS topics.pop, print CS topics, would output Python data structure algorithms. Very nice. Notice 2 things. The method can be called with an optional specific index to remove. In our case, index 2 removes the value balloon making. You don't have to save the removed value. Let's apply what we learned about the pop. Okay, we have decided to pursue the study of data science in addition to computer science coursework. We signed up for an online school that would help us become proficient. Check out the current list of topics we'll be studying in our code editor. Click run to print the list. Okay, the list is printed. It looks like we have an overlap with our computer science curriculum for the topic Python 3. No, don't remove Python 3. Okay, let's remove this topic from the list of data science topics using a new learned pop method. Print data science topics to see your results. Okay, so I think we can do a code here. It is data science topics dot pop, and what we are removing is Python 3, which is the last one. So we can just click run, not click, and we can print data. Sorry. I could just do science topics. Just copy that and paste it. Let's run. Yep, got it right. It's out. Okay. Looks like there's an overlap in algorithms topic as well. Let's use pop to remove it as well. Let's copy this. Data science topics. I think this is the last thing we're doing. Then we call it a day. Come on, copy this. Not working. Okay. Oh, I can do Control C. All right. Actually, we can copy the whole thing here. Control copy. Paste that. Control V. But now we are gonna pop algorithms will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. And then we will print data science topics. Control copy. Press enter. Control V that. And that should work. Let's see. Run. Yes. That's it, guys. Yeah. See you. Codecademy.